There are truths we hide, not because they're false, but because they cut too close to the bone. Arthur Schopenhauer said many things the modern world doesn't want you to repeat, but perhaps the most dangerous thing he ever said was also the simplest. Women are by nature meant to obey, not meant to submit, not meant to be oppressed, but biologically designed to seek strength, to follow where safety leads. It's a primal truth buried beneath centuries of romantic illusion. Now, pause. Let the discomfort rise. Let it sit in your chest. You don't have to agree, but you do have to feel it, because that feeling, that's where the truth lives. This isn't a manifesto against women. This is a reckoning with reality, a reality no one prepared you for, but one you've felt your entire life. Let's be honest, you've loved with your whole heart, given your loyalty, your time, your protection, and yet, how many times did it all vanish in silence? How many times did she change when you needed change the most? She once adored your ambition, but now calls you cold and distant. She once loved your strength, but now labels it controlling. She asked you to open up, then lost respect when you did. You lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, trying to figure out where you went wrong. You think, maybe if I was more vulnerable, maybe if I said less, maybe if I showed her how much I care. And every time you give more of yourself, you feel yourself disappearing. This is not about blame. This is not about women being cruel. This is about something no one teaches you, that her behavior isn't personal, it's evolutionary, and you're playing a game without even knowing the rules. Arthur Schopenhauer, born in 1788, was not the man history wanted to celebrate, because he refused to lie to your face. He didn't write about the world as we wish it to be. He wrote about the world as it is. His philosophy wasn't optimism, it was realism. Where others saw romance, he saw reproductive strategy. Where others saw love, he saw nature in disguise. He didn't hate women, he just refused to worship them. To Schopenhauer, women were not villains, they were vessels of life. Mystics of survival, masters of subtle manipulation designed not by culture, but by nature. The most favorable condition for the love of woman is always an absolute subjugation to the object of her desire. And here's the secret no one tells you. Every man she loves must be stronger than her illusions, stronger than her tests, stronger than her fear. Because love, real love, is not about being nice. It's about being undeniably valuable. And Schopenhauer wanted men to wake up before life beat it into them the hard way. If this is uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is the signal that you're approaching something real. And if you're still watching, it means you're not afraid of truth. You're one of the few. So take a breath and hit that subscribe button. Not because we chase clicks, but because you deserve a space where reality is honored without shame. And drop a comment below. What's one hard truth you never heard growing up that would have saved you years of pain? Now let's go even deeper. We're sold a fantasy that love is unconditional, that women will love you for you, your kindness, your heart, your soul. But let's be clear, that's not how evolution works. Schopenhauer stripped away the mask and told us what no poet would. Love is nothing but the conscious trick nature plays on us to ensure the survival of the species. That warm gaze, it's not just affection, it's strategy. That nurturing voice is not just sweetness, it's selection. You're not being loved, you're being evaluated. Can you protect her? Can you provide? Can you elevate her future? And if the answer ever becomes no, Her heart may still care, but her instincts will run. You've seen it. The moment you lost status, the moment you stumbled, suddenly the woman who swore forever became a stranger. It wasn't betrayal, it was biology, and this realization, as bitter as it feels, is the beginning of your freedom. There was a man. Let's call him Eli. Eli spent years chasing the ideal woman. He was attentive, soft-spoken, emotionally available. He gave everything. But one day, after losing a job he had built his life around, the woman who said she loved him vanished. He called, texted, begged. She replied once, "I just need a man who can make me feel safe again." Eli spiraled until one night, in a bookstore, he stumbled upon Schopenhauer, and in those pages, he didn't find comfort. He found clarity. He realized she wasn't evil, she was just nature in motion. So Eli changed. He stopped trying to be liked. He stopped chasing validation. He built himself, financially, mentally, physically. He became a man of gravity. And when he returned to the dating world, everything changed. He didn't beg. He chose, because he no longer needed women to complete him. He needed only himself. That's the win waiting for you. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not too emotional. You were just lied to by movies, songs, and stories that told you women love like men, that loyalty and honesty are enough. But Schopenhauer opened the curtain. He showed you the biological theater playing in the background, where the feminine tests, where she withdraws to provoke strength, where she uses vulnerability not as a flaw, but as a tool. It's not cruelty, it's selection. She is wired to filter out weakness, not because she's heartless, but because she carries the future. And deep down, you knew this. You felt it every time she pulled away when you needed her most. This is not permission to hate. It's permission to see clearly, to become so powerful that no test can shake you, so grounded that no rejection defines you, and so complete that even love itself must earn your presence. So where do you go from here? You don't become bitter. You become better. You don't blame women. You understand them. You don't surrender your soul to every smile. You build a life so powerful, so magnetic, that only the worthy can access it. Because here's the truth. Women were never your enemy. Your illusion of them was. Let it die, and in its place, build a new frame. One forged in reality, sharpened by fire, rooted in sovereignty. Be the man who sees, but does not chase, who feels, but does not fold, who leads, not from arrogance, but from purpose. Women will come and go, but your foundation, that stays. So build it, with truth, with strength, with eyes wide open. Schopenhauer didn't write for the world. It wrote for you, for the man who's tired of lies, tired of pain, tired of playing a game he never chose. And now, you know the rules. Now you play to win. If this cracked something open in you, if this made you reflect on pain you've buried, or truths you feared to admit, then don't walk away quietly. Subscribe. This is your space, where truth is honored, not punished. Comment. What part of this resonated with the deepest part of you? Share. With the brother, the son, the friend who needs to wake up, and above all, stand tall. The world may silence men like Schopenhauer, but it cannot silence the man who knows who he is. You are not weak. You are waking up, and that is power.